Guys, so my last video, my last video was a what if or something, I don't know, but I will be uploading 3 more what ifs this week. I will be uploading what if Deku was an engineer. I also will be uploading what if Deku was an invisible man, and I also will be uploading a reboot version of what if Deku was a werewolf. So yeah, so guys, stay tuned for that, and I also will be uploading, part 3 of what if Deku was a predator. I also will be uploading part, 4 of what if Deku had the Omnitrix reboot version. So let's get into it. So this is what if Deku was X-Men Origins Deadpool. Now somebody, what if Deku was Deadpool Part 1 commented, could you do what if Deku was, Deadpool from X-Men Origins? Oh, sorry guys. It was Deadpool from X-Men Origins. Now, let's talk about X-Men Origins before I get into what if. Basically, X-Men Origins Deadpool was, X-Men Origins Wolverine was pretty good. It was an okay movie, and I would say that I watched it about like 5 times in the same year it came out, or like a couple years after it came out. Don't really know, but I at least watched it 5 times or more, or less. Don't really know. I at least watched it more than 2 times. So basically, um, they did Deadpool dirty. Now, if this was like a whole entire completely different character, if it were like a new character that Fox or whoever made this movie or produced it own character that they made from scratch, it would maybe be a good character. And like, I don't like how they just turned Deadpool into, like, Deadpool's whole time just that he talks a lot. This Deadpool doesn't even have a mouth. And also, I don't, like, I see what they were going for. Like, I see they tried to put in Deadpool's costume in the outfit. Like, they put those red those red marks around his eyes to simulate the black marks around, the black, templates around Deadpool's white eyes and his mask. But I don't know why the lines are there. And I also don't know why they gave him katanas from his, arms. Now, I don't even know how that works, because Wolverine's claws are attachable. They don't just disappear while it goes into his bones. So, where do those katanas in his arm go when they're attracted in? Like, can he not move his elbow? Because I think if he moved his elbow, his arm or his bicep will be cut in half by the katana in his arm. So, I don't know how that works. Maybe, it pretty much shrinks while it's in the arm. But yeah. So basically, I like the character, but I just don't like, I like the character a lot. I like the power sets they gave him, but I really just don't like how they just threw Deadpool out of the wagon. They just shot Deadpool right in the face. They didn't give a crap about what happened to Deadpool when they put him in X-Men Origins. Like, how did they do Deadpool so dirty? I mean, like, Deadpool 2019, that movie was lit. That's the true movie that was supposed to come out for Deadpool. Like, really, I don't even know if they could even make a Deadpool like that in 2019 in X-Men Origins. So, honestly, I like the character, I just don't like how they thought this could be Deadpool. And, I don't even know. But, yeah. No, this isn't Deadpool, this is someone else. But yeah, so this is what Deku was X-Men Origins Deadpool. And this might be fun. So yeah, let's get into it. So I last left off, sorry guys, let's get into it. So, basically we start our story off when Deku is normal. Now, Deku in this universe is a lot more cocky. He has black hair. Deku's a little bit more cocky. He ain't cocky like Bakugo, but he's more of a, mouthy. He just talks a lot more, kind of like Wade in X-Men Origins. And Deku also loves katanas. Deku's father is a swords expert. Now Deku learns how to wield a katana, a double katanas, like in each of both hands, and Deku's trained in all sorts of combat and skills. Now Deku's quirk is called Deku was born for quirk is called Sense. Now Deku's pretty much reaction time is about 10 times faster than the normal humans. So Deku can react to things faster than anybody else could. Deku is has like super speed reaction time, but he's fast enough to cut a bullet in half or dodge one. So yeah, Deku's pretty fast for a human. Now Deku's reaction time moves as fast as his brain and also with his body as well. So Deku's body moves as fast as his brain reacts to it. So yeah, so Deku is pretty OP. Not like, he's not having any super strength, but he's pretty good. So Deku, you know, so Deku, in this universe, he's recruited by a couple of people in the military after, in this universe, Deku's father dies after in canon, Deku was supposed to be found, so Deku was supposed to find out he was quirkless, but he didn't, because he was told that he had reaction time speed. So, Deku basically knew that his father was dead, and his father actually was, the Wade from X-Men Origins. So, basically, they thought, Deku's father had the same quirk as Deku. So, they took Deku in as he turned 15. And basically, now in this universe, Deku doesn't go to the same school. Deku goes to a rich school because Deku's father got a lot of money for being in the military with those people. Now, these people use their quirks up against, military bases, taking out people, drug lords, stuff like that. But their whole goal was to look for some sort of metal for the military that could be indestructible. I don't know what that metal Wolverine's claws are made out of. It's not vibranium. Carbonadium, I think. Correct me in the comments, guys. So pretty much Deku, being Deku, doesn't know what to do, and in this universe, Deku has some friends, but not a lot of friends. So Deku takes the offer on. So this starts when the 10-month arc training starts. So they get ready. Oh guys, sorry, I way too far in the what if, but I did actually I'll say what other new what if I'm gonna be coming out with tomorrow. So let's get into it. So Deku basically goes there and he trains with the military, gets up a couple ranks in his uh you know arsenal. Deku knows how to use the size, um all sorts of weapons now. So Deku gets ready and they start going on missions. And Deku, this universe, Wolverine, that teleportation black guy. I don't know if that was supposed to be their iteration of Nightcrawler. I don't even know who that guy is. The black teleporting guy from X-Men Origins with the cowboy hat. I do not know I do not know who he is. So correct me, guys, who he is. If he's like a specific X-Men character, because I never heard of a teleporting black guy in X-Men. So correct me, guys, if I don't know who that is. So basically, Deku gets ready, and pretty much they go on their first mission. Now they go on their first mission, and everything's handled the same. It's a little bit more harder because the people they're fighting have quirks, but they still take it out the same. The first mission they went on with Logan turns out the same. Deku, comes in there, takes everybody out, and they take the middle. They go to Africa, Japan, everything. And the same thing that happens to Wolverine happens, in this universe. In Deku, we get word with Deku. Deku leaves the X-Force after Logan does the same time. Now, Deku leaves, the X-Force and moves back to Japan. Deku goes back to Japan, and all this happened in the span of 10 months. So Deku goes back to Japan and walks off and to his mom's house. Deku opens the door and sees that it's unlocked and see that his mom is, having some sort of man behind him choking her out. And Deku gets hit by a huge, wave of energy and get knocked out. So Deku wakes up in a medical bed and a testing table and sees all these, sharp objects and drills and chains all around him. Deku looks up and says, "What are you doing to me?" And pretty much they say, "Oh, we're just gonna turn you into something more powerful." And pretty much they put Deku under some anesthesia. Now, Deku is the first humanoid, more human nomu. Now, basically, One for All was, leading the team of people Deku was working with. So One for All wanted to make a human nomu that they could control and put on assassination missions with a bunch of, very powerful quirks. So first they track down a person with a quirk called, a retina blast, basically Cyclops in this universe. They hunt him down, and they told, Sabretooth to get him. So Sabretooth grabbed the kid, they used his quirk and gave it to Deku. They tracked down the teleportation guy, used his quirk, and basically, in this universe, the universe's Gambit, they actually tracked him down as well, but they didn't use his quirk, they just locked him up in stasis. So, oh, sorry guys, Facebook message. So, pretty much the, sorry guys, I lost focus. Look back. Deku, for all the powers, Wolverine got, or Deadpool got, he got the same. So, he gets ready, and basically, let's get started. So, Deku wakes up in the hospital bed, seeing One for All, All for One, I don't even know what it's called. One for All, basically standing right in front of Deku. Deku looks around and says, "What happened to me? Why does there all these markings on my face? And why can I not talk?" Now, Deku in this universe, they gave Deku a quirk called Mind. Deku could telepathically project his voice. So Deku could still talk, but not as much because it would use up mind power to talk too much, and it would make Deku have wicked headaches. So being Deku, pretty much starts asking questions, saying, "Why am I here? Why can I not talk? Why are my lips not moving?" Now they explain that Deku's a Nomu, and that you're gonna be our little lab rat. Now they send Deku on a mission to take down Logan. Now, pretty much Deku fights Logan, and now in this universe, Logan knows that Deku's a kid. What do they do to you, kid? And pretty much, they start fighting. Sabretooth, Wolverine go up against um, Deku. Now, Deku doesn't get killed in canon by Logan. Now, he does get decapitated, but in this universe, he still lives. He regenerates the rest of his body after the whole entire pipe blows down, and he regenerates his body back from, his head. Deku wakes up out of nowhere, and now this universe, Deku still has those markings on his body, but they're now in green ink, and the marks around Deku's eyes are now, black marks around his eyes. And now, he still has hair, unlike the other Wade from X-Men Origins. He still has his black hair, and he wakes up out of nowhere. Deku looks around, and he walks away from the rubble that he grew his body back. So Deku walks into the city, and he stole a hoodie from a dead guy near the campsite, or the military base. Logan and him fought. So Deku gets in his outfit, puts his hoodie over his head, trying to hide his face, and he gets to his house. Now Deku, in this universe, he was gone for about 5 months, 5 more months after the 10-month arc training. So basically, when Deku joins the U.S., when Deku joins, um, My Hero Academia or Hero Academia, UA, yeah, UA. Deku joins UA after the USJ event and joins them when they're starting, the whole entire sports festival event. So Deku pretty much, sees his mom on the couch, and he walks over to his mom. Deku puts his head on his mom, and his mom's head falls off. Deku is shocked and sees that his claw marks around her neck, where her head used to be. And Deku automatically knows who it is, Sabretooth. So Deku is on a vengeance strike. And Deku pretty much pops out of his katanas out of his fist and says, "I'm gonna kill you, Sabretooth." And we get cut off from that. So pretty much 1 week later, Deku is running down the street chasing after Sabretooth. Sabretooth's running, trying to outrun Deku, but Deku's getting faster, teleporting right in front of him, and about to stab him, but they get stopped by the police. Sabretooth gets away, and Deku teleports away. So Deku, now that week Deku was, Deadpool. Now Deku took the name of Merc with the Mouth. So Deku's vigilante name was Merc with the Mouth, and Deku basically, whatchamacallit. Deku was, Deku was a vigilante, and Deku's vigilante outfit was basically just a black hoodie with ripped up jeans and, bandaged up hands. So pretty much Deku went out to the streets every night, chasing after goons, chasing after goons, and stabbing them and all that other stuff. So pretty much Deku was kind of like a Daredevil type of vigilante. He beat I mean, like, just beat the everlasting crud out of his villains. Like, he beated them to a bloody pulp. Like, they couldn't even get up and walk away. They had to get the cops had to get them and take them to the emergency room. Like, they were beat up to the last strain of their life. I mean, like, Deku was worse than Batman and Daredevil combined. Like, he straight up paralyzed people. Like, Cobra Kai kicked people off the balcony, if you know what I mean, Miguel. So, yeah, so pretty much Deku, um, well, was a very ruthless guy. Like, very ruthless. Now, Deku took his anger off on people in the streets because of his mom's death. But Deku, was still Deku and pretty much, walks off. Every night goes to, his house, still paying bills, and pretty much just, staying calm. And Deku sees a poster from UA, and they're looking for a new student. Because in this universe, um, Mineta died. In this universe, Mineta died, and Froppy didn't die, but she did get a broken arm. So, yeah. So, Mineta died, and also, that's basically it. They just had a new slot opened. So Deku, they were looking for a new student in Class 1A, and pretty much Deku went to a special, entrance exams. So they did the entrance exams, and Deku got first place. Now, the entrance exam was basically the canon one, but Deku, nothing really interesting happens. So Deku gets to the, pretty much, whatchamacallit, he gets to the, UA, and walks in there. So he goes to class 1A and sees the classes talking about the USJ, and also the sports festival that's coming up. Deku doesn't know what the sports festival is, and pretty much just walks it off. So he sits down next to a blonde-haired girl, and basically starts talking to her. Now, this blonde-haired girl is, what? Oh, sorry, guys. this blonde-haired girl. Deku thought it was a girl, but it's actually, that naval laser guy. So, pretty much he says, "Hey, bro," and Deku is set off. So he says, "You're not a girl." He says, "Yeah." Pretty much they start talking, blah, blah, blah. Now, guys, you can choose who Deku's shipped with, but mostly you might not even, let this one go on. And I might not even keep this one if still going. So, yeah, it was just a request. This is just a request. So Deku pretty much gets ready and, goes out to, the USJ, the sports festival the next day. Now, Deku, in his sports festival outfit, they get ready, and I'm gonna leave it off here, guys, because like it's late in the night, and I literally did this without no script, and I didn't even think about this. So yeah, see you guys later. Great, but have a blessed day. And part two might come out if the guy that asked for this wants a part two. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye. As always, have a blessed day.